Okay guys, welcome to the Midnight Beta First Impressions. Played every single spec in the game for, 30 minutes to an hour, just to see how it feels, how it flows, what's new, what's changed. Do I like the changes? Do I hate them? Since I multi-class, I like to check every class. I play every single class to at least top 1%. My mains to top 1,001%. But most of them are, something in between. So I'm not talking randomly. I do have some skill or some knowledge behind it. Unfortunately, the game currently is crashing like every 10 minutes. A lot of Lua errors. You can't even enter Quel'Thalas without 30 seconds delays on everything. DPS meters are not working. So once that is fixed, I will be going more into detail on every class, right? So first I'll do melees, then casters, and let's just get going, guys. Okay, guys, first thing, I don't see warrior getting removed any abilities, so warrior didn't get really pruned. First thing, mastery, deep wounds bye-bye. It's gone from the mastery. Now it's in the talent tree on execute and on mortal strike and cleave crit strikes. That's an interesting change, I think. Slayer is going more of a execute blade storm route, since unhinged is now in the hero talent tree. Colossal is going more, deep wounds rend bleed build. So, which build do you prefer? You're probably gonna play that hero talent tree. I personally prefer Slayer, and I'll be playing that. Some things changed a little bit here. Like right tree is just like AoE, left tree is kind of bleed tree. Things you have to choose between ignore pain and fueled by violence, which is okay. Colossal Smash is AoE now always, and it gives you sweeping strikes. And sweeping strikes are not duration based, but you get like 12 charges now, which means, your next 12 abilities will cleave. So, other than that, Avatar is in the right tree, while Anger Management is in the left tree now. Big change. You will be slamming a lot. Why? Look at this. Heroic Strike. Your slam is gonna turn into Heroic Strike. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, I never liked slam, but this does make it more interesting. So we will see in the future how this plays out. Can't say yet, game is unplayable. What else? Battlefield Commander is in the left tree now. So, PvP talents don't really have much choice anymore. I don't know about that change, but okay. Now this is a good change. This is such a good change. I love this change. I'm just gonna show you quickly. Look at this. You throw the spear. No. Look how big it is, and look at this now. Boom. You leap to it. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is a great change. And now, even these two are the best changes for warrior, in my opinion. Look at this. Last stand. Warrior has cheat of death now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Anger Management is here. Oh yeah, one great change as well. Skull Splitter is gone. F that ability, guys. Other than that, we have some retaliation. Okay. Shockwave for some reason is in the lower tree. I don't know who's gonna pick that. It's kind of dumb if you ask me. Which means Warrior is gonna have even less CC, guys. So you have 2 stuns, 1 fear, and 1 slow. Now you're not gonna pick stun probably anymore, right? And now you have to pick between the fear and the slow, which kind of sucks, right? So basically you have only 2 CCs now as a warrior. It kind of sucks. Who's alive, man? Die. Now, you can increase your shout whatever, not a big deal. What I wanted to say other than that is Rend is a cone ability now. Okay? So it's not a single target, it's a AoE spell now. Which means Thunderclap will not be the only, probably won't be as used as before to apply Rend AoE, which is a good change. I like this, but I'm not a big fan of Rend. Since it's in left tree, it means the Fury will have it too, right? I don't know about that. And we have a new talent as well, Interpose, similar to Intervene, but it's, targeted ability. Other than that, guys, that's it. Now let's move to Fury Warrior. Okay, guys, Fury Warrior, my favorite spec in the game. I just love it. Can they make it even better? Or is it just gonna suck now and I'm gonna hate it? Let's see. Well, left tree we talked about. I'm just gonna say I do not want to play Rend on Fury Warrior. These two are great. Shockwave is kind of useless now. I'm fine with Angry Revenge here. Other than that, Hero Talent Tree. Mountain Slayer. Again, execute Blaze Storm build. Mountain, Thunderclap, Avatar build. Why Avatar build? Because this is the biggest change. You have to pick between Avatar and Blaze Storm. So you have one less button now. Okay? Do I like the change? Do I not like the change? I'm not really sure I do. It is what it is. I'm fine with it. I'm not, I don't care. Onslaught is gone as well. So even one less button. Then again, I'm coming back. I do not really want to play the Rend, guys. Now, let's see what else. What else is interesting? This is interesting. Rampage will turn into cone ability in AoE if you pick this. That's interesting. Now, what I've noticed is you will be pressing Bloodthirst way more. Like in the War Within, the Bloodthirst is kind of low priority. It's kind of almost useless. But now, you're buffing Bloodthirst a lot. And less regeneration, unfortunately. So which means you'll be pressing Rampage less. But these Apex talents buff Rampage, which I like. I like Rampage, I want Rampage to be pressed as much as possible. I like that playstyle. But what I've highlighted here is I've noticed a lot of crit modifiers for Fury Warrior, which I guess is good in PvE, but in PvP it's gonna be shitty because you're not running crit in PvP. So I do not like this. Now, my worst offender, which, guys, I don't know how to even say this. Like, my Fury Warrior was 10 out of 10. I love it so much. And now, with this change, if we don't know the numbers, right? We don't know the numbers. We'll see the numbers. But if this is gonna be the meta for Fury, I'll hate it. I will absolutely hate it. Look at this. Rend. 1 bleed. 2 bleeds. 3 bleeds. 4 bleeds. 5 bleeds. And buffing bleeds. We have 5 different bleeds on Fury Warrior. Who the hell wants to play Fury Warrior bleed? Who came up with this? I don't want to be bleeding people with Fury Warrior. I want to be smacking. I want to be destroying them. I want to be pumping. Right? That's Fury Warrior. I'm furious. I'm angry. I want to destroy these guys. Why am I playing bleeds? Like I'm a Pharaoh or Assassination Rogue. I don't want to be playing this. I mean, what is this? Who thought of this? Do people like this? I mean, I hate this. I'm sure this is gonna be the worst class out of all, a spec out of all for me. Like, this is horrible. From my favorite to my least favorite. I hate the changes, guys. I don't know what to say. This is super subjective, of course. Maybe some guys would like it, but Bleed Fury Warrior build breaks my heart. Now, let's move on to Protection Warrior quickly. Guys, I forgot one super important thing, some super fun ability. Look at this. This is very fun. This is super good. This is super nice. I really like this. It's such a cool talent. It's just cool. What can I say? I really like this talent. Now let's move on to Prot Warrior. Okay guys, I'm gonna be brief with Prot Warrior. Not much has changed here. Thunderous Roar is removed. Okay. What's different here is we have these Apex talents which are buffing Thunderclap. You know, and Mountain is a Thunderclap build. Colossus also is a bleed build, but you will be spreading bleeds through Thunderclap, so you know, we'll see the numbers. What I want to say is probably the biggest change is Fear is uncapped now, and you know, you can fear as many targets as you want. So, which means Prot Warrior will be benefiting the most from this thing, right? He has a lot of shouts, so that is good change for Prot Warrior. Other than that, you get Last Stand, and you have Battle Scarred Veteran as well, so you have 3 lives, right? Pretty much. But other than that, I don't see anything different. I mean, I liked Prot Warrior before, and I don't see much changing, so it's good. I'm fine with Prot Warrior. It just seemed like it, you know, got improved a little bit. Nothing else. Now, let's move to the next class. Okay, guys. Retribution Paladin. Interesting changes. You know, it got pruned pretty well. Not many abilities got removed. Repentance got removed. Other than that, some of the abilities, like 2 abilities, would merge into 1, which is a very interesting move, and quite, you know, I liked it. So, for example, look at this. Divine Protection and Shield of Vengeance got merged into 1. Interesting. Look at this. Judgment is replaced by Hammer of Wrath. Okay. Cool. This is good. Blinding Light is replaced by Searing Glare. Another good change, because Paladin has had, you know, way too much going on for him. What else? This is new. Look at this. Fear duration reduced. So Paladin now has fear and stun duration reduced. That's pretty solid. Now, what else do we have? Shut up, boy. Execution Sentence, a new ability. But look at this. Final Reckoning got removed, okay? But this casts it. So Execution Sentence got merged with Final Reckoning. And we have, like, instead of Crusader Strikes, you will use Templar Strikes, which is a combo ability. Which is cool. I like this too. So, let's test that out. Aha, and other than that, Apex talents, you know, kind of boring. Just Art of War stuff. One more thing. Look at this. Divine Toll now is merged with Divine Hammer. You know, those hammers that spin? Another thing that got merged, right? Cool. In the Herald of the Sun tree, you know, nothing interesting. Just some extra passives. Now, I want to show you the Combo Strike. You see, boom, and it turns into another ability. That's cool. Look at this. This turns into shield. I think that's a good change. And look at the executioner's sentence. It's not, you know, you don't choose the area. It's literally targeted on the enemy. So red's changes are interesting. Honestly, I like them. I like them. It makes the class seem simpler, but I think it actually makes it more fun. So I think these changes are pretty good. I'm satisfied with them. Let's move on to the next one. Okay guys, Frost DK, I'll be super brief. Almost no changes here. What's new? You have to choose between grip range or asphyxiate stun. I've noticed this, and remember this being a talent. So this is like your pet funneling you haze HP, which is cool. I mean, other than that, guys, not much. New hero talent trees are all super passive, you know, you don't even have to think about it. Apex talents are all Frostworm related. And, you know, Frost DK got a rework just recently, so they won't be changing him much, right? So it will stay like this probably. It's a good spec now, it's fun, it's good. You know, the numbers will change, of course, but other than that, the spec is pretty good. Feels good to play. You just need some number buffs. Now let's move on to the big changes. Unholy DK. Let's see what's there. Okay guys, Unholy DK. What got removed? Apocalypse got removed. Defile got removed. Wounds got removed. A lot of people like this change. Some maybe won't like the change. I think I like it. Now, also, the Legion of Souls, you know, that AoE grip pulling everyone in, got removed. But we have some new interesting stuff, and I like it. Now, our talent tree is kind of split into the left and the right tree. Left tree is pretty much diseases. We have a new disease as well. It's called Dread Plague. You know, left tree is just pretty much boosting, extending, spreading diseases. The right tree will be undead, like a necromancer tree, summoning pets, summoning lesser ghouls, transforming your ghouls, making them into undead mages. I mean, Army of the Dead. Now with the Army of the Dead, you summon at the same time, so it got merged together. Abomination with the Army of the Dead, or Gargoyle, depends what you choose. The changes are super good. They're very nice. I'll show you the playstyle just quickly. We will go in depth with this, don't worry. In the other video, once the game is actually playable. So we just apply Outbreak with with Outbreak we apply the disease now, okay? Then with Scourge Strike we spread them to everyone else. Death Coil is still a spender, runic power spender, but it's extending the diseases. And the Festering Strike, instead of applying wounds now, is actually summoning lesser ghouls. Okay, but what are lesser ghouls for, you ask? Look at this new ability, Putrefy. You're literally sending ghouls to their death. If you play Diablo like Explosion Corpse, this is such a cool ability. What a cool ability. The playstyle is... Look at this, Army of the Dead. I mean... This is very cool. This is super cool. What a great rework. Look at this, you're literally a Lich King. So, whoever came up with this, good job. We'll see in depth once the game is playable. Now, let's go to the next class. Okay guys, Rogue. Okay, Rogue. What's new? Not much in the left tree. I've noticed this. It's okay, but nothing special. Other than that, Cheap Shot has 12-second cooldown now, which means you can't triple chip shot anymore. I don't know about that. Okay. What else? Biggest change. Crimson Tempest is not a combos point spender anymore. It's actually a builder, which spreads Garrote and Rupture. Very interesting. Now, it is kind of weird how both Fan of Knives and Crimson Tempest do the same thing, except this one is just spreading the bleed. I don't know about that. I mean, if that was the case, they could have just merged them into one ability. You know, you put a talent and you upgraded Fan of Knives to Crimson Tempest. This is kind of weird, and I don't really like how they did this. Other than that, you'll be doing, you know, you'll be getting energy more passively this time, not from poisons giving you energy. And it's very similar like before. Kingsbane here. You're kind of forced to go into amplifying poison this time, you know, because you want to do rupture damage, sudden demise, right? So this is kind of weird. But other than that, I mean, I like it. I like it. Apex Silencer for Envenom, which in my opinion means Fatebound will be better, because it's very single target, and this, look at this, that mark deals 50% of its normal damage to all other enemies. You know, not a big deal. So Fatebound seems way better, for PvP at least. More than that, guys, let's see the other specs. Okay guys, Outlaw Rogue, once my favorite spec in the game, now the most complex spec in the game. Hopefully they simplified it, but I can see they did. They removed some stealth modifiers, so you don't need to vanish for damage. They removed Ghastly Strike, which I hated. Thankfully it's gone. I really didn't like that ability. They reworked Roll the Bones. Now, look at this. You have only 4 sets. It's not like different buffs, it's sets. So you can get 1 set, 2 sets, 3 or 4. 4 is jackpot. So this is better, way less random, and it's pretty good. Now, what I want to show you is this. Look at this. They changed it a little bit. Killing Spree. That's pretty damn cool. You're using pistols now instead of, you know, Killing Spree. You're using pistols, so it's kind of cooler, way cooler now. Still a lot of buttons, still complex. Probably still gonna be the most complex one, but they did simplify it, and I like it. Other than that, guys, sub. So, Flagellation is gone. Find Weakness is reworked. It's not a debuff anymore. It's like a passive, your own buff. Other than that, this is pretty big. Shuriken Tornado. Look. So, you cast it once, it's gonna cast itself again, you know, after 1.2 seconds. So, in cleave situations, what you can do is you Shuriken Tornado, you get combo points, you use the combo points, and this is gonna bring back the combo points again. Then you can use the finisher again. So that's pretty interesting. Other than that, symbol of that only works on finishers now, so Eviscerate and Secret Technique. So it's kind of simplified, I'd say. And yeah, Shadow Dance duration is let me what's the talent called? Shadow Dance duration is based on your haste now. So they wanna, you know, kind of force you into a haste build, which is interesting. And honestly, guys, other than that, we have some under construction talents. So the spec is not even finished yet, okay? Mostly stuff just buffing your shadow damage and, you know. The spec is not finished yet. It's kinda they did simplify it a little bit. I'm not a fan of subtlety for a while, so you know, this is kind of underwhelming for me. Not my favorite. Out of Rogues, my least favorite currently, but it's still under construction and it could change. So let's move to the next class. Okay guys, Windwalker, my second favorite spec in the game. I just love this spec, and once again, seems like pattern. Everything I like gets turned to shit. So, what's wrong? This one might be controversial. I'm sure some people will like this. I do not at all. Let's start. Storm, Earth, and Fire is gone. Woohoo. I don't like that. It's replaced by Weapons of Order, or it's called Zenith now. When was this? This was used in Shadowlands, I think. I never liked this. I always liked Shadow, Earth, and Fire more. But then again, it is kind of buggy. It is, but it's just so much cooler. It's so much cooler, you know. So I really don't like this change. Other than that, second horrible change. What is this? What is this? You have to choose between Strike of the Wind Lord and Whirling Dragon Punch. Horrible. Horrible. I hate this. Sure, Monk did have probably the most offensive buttons, meaning, you know, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Slicing 7, Invoke Tiger 8, Spinning Crane Kick 9. So you have around 10 buttons which you rotate around. Sure, it's a lot, but it's fun. And some specs, since it's mastery, you don't want to repeat your last ability. It just, you know, if it's too much for you, then, you know, there's so many specs in the game, just play something else. I think that's how Windwalker should be played. Rotating your abilities, smoothing, weaving them. You know, that's such a, like in the War Within, it's such a smooth, beautiful playstyle. I really don't like this change. What else do we have? Something in the left tree got removed, you know, moved around. Nothing spectacular. We have auto attack critical chance. And look at this now. Wait. Here. Your auto attacks have 30% chance to instead kick your target. And now look at this. Your auto attacks have a chance to generate flurry charges. So Monk is an auto attack machine now? I really don't like this. So I really don't like this, what they did. They're removing, at least I'm speaking for PvP. I mean, maybe in PvE it's different, but for PvP this is removing complexity, this is removing depth from the Windwalker. I don't think it's making it, I mean, maybe it is making it easier, simpler, but in a bad way. Okay. Oh yeah, last capacitor got removed, you know, which means the strong Sith Lord, you know, lightning. And another big one. Imagine this, I almost forgot it. Look at this. Zuen is in the Conduit Celestial tree now. Let's see. Weird. That's kind of weird, if you ask me, guys. I mean, it's been forever in a baseline Monk. Now it's here. Okay, and look at this. We summon Zuen. And now the Zuen turns into Celestial Conduit. So it's the same button. I mean, this is not such a bad idea, but I still will miss Zuen. I mean, I love Zuen. But I don't want to play Conduits because I like Shadowpan. So, and now I don't have Zuen. So this could be as bad as a Fury rework for me. Maybe even worse. So my two favorite specs got demolished. Zuen is gone, guys. Storm, Earth and Fire is gone, replaced by this Zenith. I didn't like it. I had to choose between these two. Capacitor Lightning is gone. Okay, whatever. Nothing. I don't care about that much. But these first three things, I really do care about. And Flurry Strikes, and who wants to auto attack? Who wants to, what if I can't reach the target? So I need to have 100% uptime. How realistic is that in PvP? It's not. So this is a pretty bad change. So Shadowpan will not be viable at all against Mage. I mean, you won't have high uptime. You won't have high uptime against Evoker. Right? How are you gonna auto-attack them? Is it literally useless hero talent tree? I mean, this is horrible design. Horrible design. What do we have here? Apex Talents. Tiger Eye Brew. Passive. Okay. So we don't have to think about this, guys. This is something... look, you lunge 10 yards after rolling. This is cool. Combined with this, it's cool talents. But these three talents removed, I talked about. Horrible. Blizzard, please don't do this. Okay. Now let's go to the next class. I'm sad about this one. Okay, guys, Havoc Demon Hunter, the hardest spec in the game. Okay. Got pruned. So now you have 4 abilities, and you can play it on your TV remote. Anyway, no, really, I like the changes. Sigil of Flame got removed, Sigil of Spite got removed, great, I didn't like those abilities at all. Hell Barrage got removed, Demon Bite got removed, I mean, did anyone ever click that? I don't think so. Defensives got simplified somehow. So, for PvP, this is insane. So Blur is now a wall, it's not a dodge. Great. It was super annoying to play against, right? Blur was super annoying to play against. Now it's 35% wall, but look at this. No, it has 2 charges, okay. But this 2.5 seconds immunity every time you click Blur. That's insane. That's so good. That's super good. This is such a good spell now. And look at this. This got changed. Chaos Nova and Fell Eruption kind of got merged. And now it's this. So Fell Eruption is gone. So Demon Hunter has only 1 stun now. Okay. And this got merged as well. Also, Glaive Tempest is now a passive ability on the Blade Dance. So there's that. What else? What else do we have? So this moved from the left tree to the right tree. Other than that, guys, it's a very similar. Essence Break got reworked, as you can see. I didn't like Essence Break anyway. Hopefully it's not meta, we'll see the numbers. But, I was never a fan of Essence Break anyways. Now, left tree got some nice, interesting choice nodes in the lower tree. This glide speed increased by 40%. This is interesting. And you get shield on Fell Rush. Full channeling Eye Beam increases the damage of its final tick. Now, let's see that glide thing. That's interesting actually. Makes you super fast. This is super useful actually. Some might think this is not, but it's pretty strong. Look at this. Like, to connect to someone, it's gonna take you you're gonna be there immediately. This is super strong, actually, guys. Okay. So, I like the changes for Demon Hunter. They're pretty damn good. He does a lot of damage. They're pretty damn good. It got simplified even more, somehow. It got even less buttons. But it kinda works. I like it. Because everything that I didn't like got removed. Not the things I liked. I would say I like the changes, but I would also say I would like some new button. Like, it feels like, you know, maybe one extra button. Feels a bit empty. That's what I want to say. Okay, let's move on to the newest spec in the game. Okay, guys, this class will be the bane of all melees. 3 jumps wherever you want, then you can jump in, combo it with another slice. Does insane damage. Look at this, look at this. You don't even need to cast. I mean, you didn't, but look. Ranged instance. We can close the gap with this. Slice with this. We have ranged instance. Look at this, look at this. You're not even casting then. This, the zoom. You can cast while jumping around. And this class is crazy. And look at this. Collapsing star can no longer be interrupted. That's the biggest damage, right? So, left tree is pretty much the same. This tree, hard to tell until, since this is completely new and I can't do much other than, you know, just kill minions here because it's unplayable. The beta is unplayable. It's super laggy except in these zones. So, you know, this is my first impression. It's super nice. I like it. A mid-range Demon Hunter, you know, which is hard to interrupt. Has only one channel ability. Insane damage, insane kite ability, mobility. Look at this, hunt. Then you have 3 more jumps after that with Vengeful Retreat. It's gonna be a bane in PvP. All the melees will hate this. It seems super strong. Even armor is gonna be high. 50% armor increased. I mean, we don't know the numbers yet, but it does look cool. It does look enjoyable to play. Okay. I really like it. I like this class. But we'll see. We'll see. So let's move on to the next class. Hunter. One of my main. What do we have here? Unfortunately, some unnecessarily removed stuff. Like Scatter Shot. Like Bursting Shot. Like Highly Explosive Trap. Why did we remove these? These are fun talents. These are good talents. What did we get instead? Your auto shot does more damage. Who cares? Who cares? Banning Shot is in the lower tree now. Why? Why? Very unhappy with the changes. Very. Other than that, Explosive Shot is gone. Okay. Doesn't matter for BM. Doesn't matter for BM. You're not gonna use that anyway. However, Beastal Wrath is changed. Now it's a flat 30-second cooldown. Okay. Why don't I like it? Because, I mean, I have 4 buttons now, right? Oh, multi-shot is changed, like Wild Trash changes multi-shot now, okay? So that's a new multi-shot pretty much. Your pet cleaving. Now, you had one thing to track on BM, and that was Barbed Shot stacks. Barbed Shot would reduce your cooldown on Beastal Wrath. Barbed Shot would give you crit, would give you haste. Frenzy, right? Now, all of that is gone. So there's zero skill impression on BM Hunter. You don't have even traps. Like high explosive trap is gone. Scatter shot is gone. Tracking barb shot is gone. What is there to do? This can be autoplayed by a robot. I'm really unhappy with this, guys. I'm really unhappy. Now, if you go pack leader, it's all passive things. Look at this. Your auto shot grants 2 focus. Ooh, how good. Who cares? I don't want that. So I'm forced to go Dark Ranger. Why? Because you get 1 extra button. You have 4 abilities, right? This is AoE. We can't even consider. Let's forget about that. We have 3 abilities: Cobra Shot, Barb Shot, and Kill Command. Is that all this class has? And then we have our Burst, Bishop Rat, and that's it. Oh yeah, Call of the Wild is removed too. So, I mean, if you're not playing on a Nintendo 64, I guess you need to go Dark Ranger, guys. What can I say? Other than that, just one interesting change is this. Where is it? This Wailing Dead. Okay, Bishop Red sounds a Dark Hound. Cool. And after 15 seconds, Bishop Red is replaced with Wailing Arrow. So that's the only cool change I see. So let's try that out. And I have a pet. Let's call it pet. Attack. Let's see. Oh, it's already Wailing Arrow. What the hell? Okay, let's see. What damage does it do? Solid damage. However, we have only 3 buttons. We have Black Arrow when it procs. And that's it, guys. I mean, not much to discuss. Very unhappy. Let's go MM. Okay, guys, just before we move to MM, I forgot one thing, and that is kill shot is removed as well. So only MM has that blow now. So only MM has kill shot now. Unfortunately, explosive shot is gone for everyone. And everyone who played Marksman Hunter in the War Within, specifically Season 3, knows how beautifully that spec plays now, current meta. In the War Within Season 3. It's just beautifully played, it's smooth, it's so good to play, okay? So, why are they removing that? I really do not know. Okay? It's a downgrade for sure. I'm just gonna say MM is pretty similar. But this is a cool change. Aim shot always critically strikes. So MM is not terrible, but still, traps are gone. I mean, meaning high explosive, scatter shot, bursting shot, explosive shot. I mean, that kind of sucks. We could have removed something else, not that. I think that those were nice abilities, and that's it. Other than that, it's okay. I think explosive shot was big, amazing thing that happened to MM in Season 3. And if you played it, I'm sure you agree. So, what's here are a few new things which I like, and this is, True Shot is replaced with Moonlight Chakrams. That's pretty cool. And Wailing Arrow I showed you already. Now let's see those Wailing Chakrams. Not Wailing Chakrams, Moonlight Chakrams. Why is this not working? Oh, am I bugged? Oh. The server is gone, guys. Okay, guys, 1 week later. I am back. Where did we stop? Yeah. I forgot to mention Hunter's Mark. Big change. This is great for PvE, but is very interesting for PvP too. So this is a pretty good change overall for Hunter. Now, we're back to Survival Hunter now. I want to show chakrams, but I can do it on Survival as well. Let's do the chakrams. So we have a takedown. This is our new burst ability. Let's see how chakrams work. So this is super low range, 15 yards, kind of useless. Okay. Okay. Now in turn into chakrams. Let's see them. Okay. It's okay, but I was expecting something else. Do you remember those, you know, chakrams? Where are they from? From MOP or something? Those were cool. These are kinda lame. You feel me, guys? Now, Survival got chopped hard. Okay? It got chopped hard. Coordinated assault is gone. Flanking strike is gone. I guess this is our new flanking strike takedown. But it's only 15 yards. So it's kinda meh. Okay? Mungus Bite gone. We have Mungus Fury now. Which is just pretty much, you know, buffing Rapid Strike. Nothing interesting. But there is a one interesting spell which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool, okay? That's Boomstick. Yeah, we also don't have Fury of the Eagle anymore. So, I mean, half the abilities are gone. Like 5, 6, 7 abilities are gone, pretty much, guys. But we do have one cool ability, and I think this is the Boomstick one. 20-yard shotgun blasts. Let's see how it works. Pretty cool. I like it. Does it fit the Survival Hunter? I do not know, but it's a cool ability overall. But I don't know if it fits the Hunter, right? But it's kind of cool. So I'm fine with that. But takedown... I mean... Why didn't we just stick with coordinated assault? It's kind of same but way worse. You feel me? It's kind of... I don't get it. They just made it worse. The only thing that's cool or funny is the shotgun thing. And we have some hatchet toss. Look at this. This is dumb. Look at... Look at this, guys. Oh, I'm out of focus. What now? What is this? This is the dumbest shit I've seen ever. Let's go back. Let's go back. Hey, you know the lowest effort quests? Like, and you do this. Hey, when you're cooking, and then you're throwing the fish into the, you know, pot or something like this. This must be a joke. This ability must be a joke. I don't see. I don't see how this is not a joke. Well, guys. Oh, let's see this too. I haven't checked this. Okay. So, last ability to try. There we go. Where? Look at this, guys. How do I even play the game? It's not working. So, toss a fiery concoction that explodes violently. So this is a bomb, guys, okay? Boom. Okay. But that's it. If we pull him in the fire, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna burn? Seems like not. Well, kinda disappointing, guys. 6.3k damage. And Wildfire Bomb does 4.6. So this is pretty ass. It's 1 minute cooldown. Talent Tree is gone. So, seems like survival is deleted from the game. Let's go to the next class. Okay, guys. One of the most pruned specs in the game. And one of my favorites. I just love this spec. It's just so fun. It's just so cool. It's, you know, it's just a blast to play. I mean, who doesn't enjoy the spec? But, true, it had a lot of buttons, especially unnecessary utility buttons. And some weird abilities to press, depending on what you play, right? So, what is gone? Ice Strike, Hailstorm is gone. Okay, I like that. That's gone. I didn't like that really at all. Primordial Wave, I didn't like that. It's gone. Lava Burst, Elemental Blast, I didn't like that. It's gone. Now, sad part of abilities that are gone. Thunderstorm. Big miss from Blizzard, in my opinion. Thunderstorm is just... it's a cool ability. Come on, guys. I mean, why would we remove this? Lightning Lasso. As well. Cool ability. You know, I would remove some other abilities instead of those two. Now, what else? We have Shield Totem. That's removed too. Okay, you know, whatever. I'm not for that. Totemic Recall, I agree with. And Wolves are not an active ability anymore, okay? We'll see now how do we get Wolves now. So, Wolves are kind of merged, look at this, into Sundering. Where is it? Here. Casting Sundering summons a wolf. Not only that, but if you play Stormbringer, Rolling Thunder. So, when you send, you summon 2 wolves. Pretty cool. I like it. I like the change. That's cool. Now, what else do we have in the right tree? Except the things we removed. The right tree will be the Lava Lash, right? Which will be Totemic. Buffing Lava Lash, you know. Stormbringer is the mastery one, Maelstrom weapon, right? Build. That's how it was in the War Within, but now it's very split, you know. Left, Maelstrom, right, Lava Lash, very simple, very clean. I like it. It's good. Though, Doomwinds gets replaced by Ascendance if you go this route, okay? So I agree, kind of, that Doomwind's Ascendance plus Bloodthirst, it's a bit, and plus Wolves, it was a bit, you know, too long to get, you know, 3 globals to ramp up your damage. So I actually like this change. I do like this change. I'm satisfied with the right tree, but with the left tree, I am not really. What I don't like here is we removed Thunderstorm and Lightning Lasso, but we left Spirit Walk Grace on Enhancement Shaman. I know this is a general Shaman tree, I know. But, you know, maybe they should just put this into the right tree of other 2 specs, because what is this for? I mean, yeah, you can walk and hex and heal, but it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't fit it for me, okay? I would rather have Thunderstorm than this. This is okay, I guess. Same goes for Nature Swiftness. I don't know really as well, you know, for Enhancement Shaman. It can be useful, but still. I would rather remove that than Thunderstorm. That's the only complaint I have pretty much. They put Tremor really low. I'm fine with this node. So they changed the node here a little bit. Lava Burst is not here, as I said. This is fine by me. And other than that, you know, this is nice. It's a solid change. Way less buttons, but buttons that were kind of shitty to press anyway, you know? So, pretty, you know, happy with the changes. I do have some complaints. It's not perfect. but it's positive, okay? So now let's see the Elemental Shaman. Elemental Shaman, what's gone? Well, left tree pretty much the same. Right tree, Ice Fury is gone. Another of my favorite ability, Liquid Magma Totem is gone. I'm glad to see that gone. You know, Totem play is not my favorite. It's cool to have totems and all, but you know, offensive totems are not my favorite playstyle. Now, Elemental Shaman does have Thunderstorm. Okay, so that's cool, but I wish all of them had it. Your Flame Shock is completely replaced by Voltaic Blaze. What I wanted to show you guys is elementals work kind of differently. You don't really summon them old-fashioned way. So with this talent, you summon elemental, storm elemental when you storm keep. Okay. We have elemental and ancestral now, and when you ascend, we're gonna summon fire elemental too. So now we can have 2 elementals and earth elemental. Let's go. Well, one disappeared, but we can have 3 elementals at the same time. That's pretty damn cool. So, other than that, you know, Farseer, more lava burst oriented. Stormbringer, lightning bolt oriented, right? Like it was before, pretty much. This is just your mastery, your master getting buffed. They pruned it, they cleaned it up. It has same philosophy, but nicer. So I like this. I like the changes. Okay, Boomy, what's changed? Mastery is changed. Now it's a flat buff to nature and arcane damage. Good, I like the change. That's good change. Now, the biggest change. Very big change. And it's pretty cool. Eclipse, you know, before you would enter Eclipse, casting 2 Brats, 2 Starfires, then you enter Eclipse. Now, you have a button to enter Eclipse, so you can enter it whenever you want, okay? So, let's just show it. Let's write this guy. We can see Lunar Eclipse, now it's Solar Eclipse. I'm gonna Starfire, it's gonna be Lunar Eclipse, you see? And then I can just press the little Q. Boom, I'm in Eclipse. Now if I cast Rat, I'm gonna be in the Lunar Eclipse. So, there's a change. It's cool, it's interesting. We'll see how it plays out. I can't comment really yet, but it's an interesting change. Not bad. I'd say it's a positive change. Other than that, some of the, you know, passive modifiers have been removed, which is fine. Who cares? But nothing interesting has been removed, I would say. Which is good. But Druid has a lot of buttons. I'm gonna tell you that, guys. So they didn't really prune Druid. They could, some things. But there's a lot of buttons. Probably most in the game. Other than that, we have some new meteorites. That's nice. This is Apex Talents. So when you enter Eclipse, you get some new cool bolts, Solar Bolt and Lunar Bolt, which is cool. Now, our hero talent trees, Keeper of the Groove, buffing Dryads, you know, like before. And Elune's Chosen, buffing Star Surge. Here you can choose just to stay in, where is it? See? You can't enter a Solar Eclipse with this one. So if I were to rat now, I would always stay in the Lunar Eclipse. So if you want to see, you know, if you want to play the Moon build, you can do that too. So I'm pretty happy with the changes to Boomy. You know, nothing good got removed. The changes were nice, minimal, but good. Now let's see what's with Feral. Okay, we have a kitty here. So what's new with the Feral? A lot of changes, actually. A lot of changes I like. So, Blood Talents are gone, which means Snapshotting Bleeds is gone. Amazing change. Amazing change. I love this change. Brutal Slash is gone. Okay. Adaptive Swarm is gone. I really didn't like that ability, so I'm glad with that. Berserker Frenzy is gone. And, you know, we have two new abilities as well. So, left tree, pretty much the same. Hero talents, Wild Stalker is kind of more of a bleed build, while Druid of Claw is more like a, big ferocious bites that turn into Ravage. Okay? Now, the new abilities, you have to choose between Moonfire in the cat form or Chomp. Interestingly, Chomp is only usable below 30% energy. So, interesting concept. We'll see how that plays out in the future, but interesting. Cool. Now, we have an upgrade to Feral Frenzy here. Frantic Frenzy. Pretty cool. Let's see how it works. Should be teleporting around the enemies, so let's see that. Is it ranged? It's not working. Oh, that's kind of weird. I guess it's bugged or something. It says unleash a furious frenzy flickering to nearby targets in front of you 5 times. Okay. Well, that's how it works. I killed them with this. That's kind of an AoE Feral Frenzy. Still cool. All in all, not too many changes, but crucial changes. 2 new abilities. Bad abilities are gone, and the playstyle is kind of reworked because of it. So, Feral, amazing changes. Personally, this was my top 3 least favorite specs in the War Within, but with these changes, I will play this way more. Okay, let's go to the next class. Okay guys, Warlock. Very nice changes, solid amount of changes. Let's do the general tree first. A little bit, scrambled around. We can see Shadow Fury, Howl of Terror, interchangeable. It went down. Demonic Gate went down. We have something new here. Blight of Tongues and Blight of Weakness. So it's pretty much just more powerful version of Curse of Tongues and Curse of Weakness. Okay? More than that, guys, just, something swapped places around. I do see some new talent for Drain Life. Yeah, we have some Drain Life Healing, Drain Life Channeling Faster, Drain Life Healing More. So we have some Drain Life new talents. Other than that, nothing major. But now, let's get going to the real stuff. That's Affliction 3. Okay. Oh yeah, just one more thing. Amplify Curse is gone, and I guess that's why this got, why we got amplified curses. So, what's new with the Affliction Lock? It's going full dot now, okay? Which means Malefic Rapture is gone. Woohoo! Some people are happy, some people are not happy, but I think like 85% of people are happy. I didn't mind any of the playstyle. I was fine with Malefic Rapture, okay? I didn't mind it at all. But not only that is gone. So, Malefic Rapture is gone. Phantom Singularity is gone. That's kind of weird button. Soul Rot is gone. I never liked Soul Rot. Oblivion is gone. I never liked Oblivion. Well, Taint. Shadow Embrace, but, that was whatever anyway. So, it's kind of a different playstyle now. Your main single target damage will be Unstable Affliction, Haunt, right? And instead of, you can see when it has the same icon, instead of Soul Rot, we have Dark Harvest. Okay. So, Apex Talents will be buffing Haunt, which will be calling Rot of Natreza. So that's cool. Other than that, it's very rot damage talent tree. Different than before. It's really, how Affliction should be, honestly. So, let's see. All these guys dead already. The problem is I can't go to target dummies because the game crashes there always. So, it looks good. It looks really good. And I'm really happy about the changes for Affliction Lock. It's for sure in the right direction. Okay? Oh yeah, Seed of Corruption is for spreading your corruption, right? And for spreading Agony, you have... how is it called? It's called Agony something. Shared Agony. There we go. So, Affliction Lock is back on the menu, boys. And now let's check the other two specs. Okay guys, Demon Lock. I really like how Demon Lock is played currently, and seems like they doubled down on it. I really like the changes. Many of the passive micro modifiers got removed. So who cares about that, right? But what has changed is Grimoire Felguard is gone. It was kind of weird, right? To have that. You already have a Felguard, now you're summoning another. It was kind of weird. Which means Soul Strike is gone. Demonic Strength is gone. I like those changes, honestly. I never clicked with them. Bile Scourge Bombers are gone too. Now, we have in Demonology tree, left tree is kind of an imp tree, okay? While the right part is kind of these Dreadstalkers tree doggies, yeah? Also, what changed is, as you can see, these big dogs, like Wildfiend, or I can't really remember the names, they got merged with Decal Dreadstalkers, which is cool. Actually, cool change. Now we don't have to, trying to sync them up all the time, which is a very, very good change in my opinion. But now instead of Grimoire Felguard, we have Implord or Fel Ravager, which does make more sense. It's more logical if you ask me. Except that we have a new ability, Eye of Gul'dan, which is pretty much an upgraded version of Hand of Gul'dan, okay? And other than that, we have a Summon Doomguard new ability. Pretty cool. So, I don't think I mentioned hero talents on the Affliction, but both here and on Affliction, it's just passive, right? Nothing to overthink, guys. So let's see how do these work. So let's see the Implord. What does he do? He just spawns Implord, okay. The dogs are instant cast, and the Gloomhound spawned with them. So, pretty simple. I was not expecting it's gonna be instant, honestly, but it's a good change. I like it. I mean, we had this before, right? But we don't have that many abilities now, feels like. This is not really ability. We have Demon Bolt, we had that in past, Shadow Bolt, Cold Dreadstalkers and Hand of Gul'dan in our normal rotation. It's not much, that's 4 abilities. Very, very, very simple rotation now. Which is, I'm fine with that. We don't need to super overcomplicate Demon Lock. Now let's see the Doomguard, how that looks. Okay guys, let's try the Doomguard now, which will be casting Doom Bolt Volleys. That's pretty damn cool. I like Doomguard. Very nice. Who doesn't want a Doomguard, guys? Right? Oh, that was pretty short though. Anyway, Destro Lock, the Giga Chad of the casters. Not too many changes, which is good actually, because I think Destro Lock is in a pretty good position. He's fun to play, he's, flows well. So, some spell modifiers got removed. Actually, a lot of them got removed, like Eradication, Power Overwhelming, Decimation, Ritual of Ruin, stuff like that. And that just got replaced by, 2% Intellect, 2% Mastery, stuff like that. So, nothing special to go through. Now, what is interesting is this. Dimensional Rift is now a choice node with Soulfire. Which is kind of interesting. We still, have Channel Demon Fire. Pretty much everything is here. Except one more change, and this is Shadowburn. Shadowburn is like an execute now. It does have a cooldown. It's only doesn't have a cooldown. It's only usable below 20%. So it's like a kill shot, right? So it's pretty much an execute for the Sherlock, which costs soul shards, like Shadow Word Death. Okay, so actually I like the change. Everything that's been changed, I like it. Now, what's new? Embers. This is cool. Echo of Sargeras. Nothing major, but nice to have. Same here, it's just passive stuff. They don't want to bloat too much. So minor changes for the Sherlock, but good changes. 100% good changes. I'm happy with everything here. So let's move on to the next class. Okay guys, Mage. Let's get going with the Arcane first. So you can see there are some orb builds, Spellslinger, but let's get going with the left tree first. What is this? They moved stuff around, seems like. Yeah. These are way above, these were in the middle. A lot of things changed. Now, the most obvious ones are shifting power is gone. I don't know. I mean, there was big bloat on the mage, sure. But shifting power was kind of a cool spell. Mass barrier is gone. I'm fine with that. But I would rather shifting power stay than that. Me personally. But I don't know. Maybe if they put it in a choice node or something like that with something, that'll be fine, right? Because it's a cool spell. But other than that, invisibility and mirror image don't reduce damage anymore. That's pretty big too. Okay. Now, we have something new. Look at this. Temporal realignment. So this is pretty much autocast time, alter time. So that's pretty cool. Also, one of the new things, Ice Cold. So it's off global cooldown, but Ice Block is not an immunity anymore. Seems shitty, but it could be good actually against a priest, which can, mass dispel the Ice Block. It's not horrible. It could work probably. Now, since displacement is gone, we have reflection now. So when you blink, you will get displacement on the same button. So you won't be able to blink twice. You'll just be able to go back. Because this is a choice node now. Either charge or blink back. Okay? So other than that, nothing super interesting. 2 charges of Frost Nova is pretty solid. And 6-second counter spell. That's big. But for the mage tree, I would say that is the most important stuff. Now, Arcane. Magus Spark is gone. Nether Precision, Intuition are gone. So usually these modifiers are gone, meaning it's a little bit simpler to play. It's the same playstyle, but it's simpler because you don't have to track these stupid modifiers. So this is a good change. This is a good change. Also, no execute on Arcane Barrage, which will kind of feel bad, probably. But I don't know about that. But removing modifiers, in my opinion, was good. We've seen that in Season 3. At the start of the Season 3, Arcane Mage was disgustingly overpowered just because of the modifiers. Now, Arcane Tempo got reworked as well. It's just a flat haste buff. Boring, right? And that's it, guys. We have some new things, which is Orb Mastery. This is cool. So, if you're gonna play Spellslinger, you will be playing Arcane Orb build. That's how it seems like for now. Because, you know, Arcane Salvo, Arcane Orbs, that's the build, Arcane Splinters. It's pretty much similar, but I mean, even in the War Within, it's how it's played. There's way more orbs oriented with Spellslinger than Sunfury. When you're playing Sunfury, it's you know, more bursty, big arcane barrages, at least in PvP. I'm not 100% sure about PvE, guys. Now, Sunfury, as I said, will be Arcane Barrage build. Other than that, guys, not much has changed. Except this was a modifier as well before, right? Now it's just a cleave on Arcane Missiles. So I'm pretty happy with Arcane Mage changes, guys. Nothing major, but I think they cleaned it up well. I think it's the right direction, in my opinion. So let's see what they've done with the Fire Mage and the Frost Mage. I know they've been massacred, but I don't know what yet. So let's see what's happening there. Okay, guys, my favorite caster in the game, Fire Mage. What a great spec! What a amazing, fun, just a joy to play, a blast to play. So what happened with the mage? This is what happened, guys. We have 1, 2, 3 buttons. So we have 3-button rotation, semi burst cooldown and the burst cooldown. So we have pretty much 3 buttons. Feels like a Beastmaster Hunter. And we have just 3 Fire Blasts to get our Pyroblast, which means, let's say for example, we do 2 Fire Blasts, Pyroblast, and 1 more Fire Blast after that. So in total, we can have maximum 2 Pyroblasts. Then we are out. Then we have to start casting Fireball or Frost Firebolt. Okay, that's it. That's it. So we'll just be playing like this once we're out of. So we're having some classic vanilla experience mage. Very fun. So what got removed? Phoenix Flames got removed, which is slowing down the gameplay a lot, right? Scorch got removed, which means you won't be as mobile as before, because you'll be standing and casting Fireball. Hyperthermia got removed, which is a horrible change. This was such a nice proc, such a satisfying proc. Lit Fuse got removed, which means Living Bomb too, which I liked too. Blast Wave got removed. Super fun spell to play. I don't know why they would remove that. I mean, it doesn't have any abilities. Look at this. Look at this, guys. There's no abilities. I don't know. So this is it. This is all you see here. That's it, guys. Too many abilities lost, in my opinion. From my favorite caster to probably my least favorite. Okay guys, usually my least favorite mage spec, Frost. So, what do we have here? A lot of changes. I'm gonna show you just this. Glacial Spike now is merged with the Frostbolt. Look at this. So you can become Glacial Spike instead of Frostbolt. One more cool change. Frozen Orb. Look at this. Look at it. It's following the target. It's literally following it. That's pretty cool. Blizzard can be cast at the target. It doesn't have to be at the cursor. Ice Nova replaces Cone of Cold, which is good for debloating. We have Water Elemental. Very nice. No Icy Veins, but instead of Icy Veins, the big cooldown is Ray of Frost. So let's see, and look at this. It gets replayed by Comet Storm. Amazing. Super nice, super cool. So, the mastery is gone, meaning icicles. Now instead of icicles, the mastery is called freezing and shatter. So, you know, you would be shattering before. Now that's your mastery. So, spells that freeze deal more damage and spells that shatter deal more damage. Very simple, very understandable. Not too, you know, you don't have to think about it too much. I was never a big fan of icicles, honestly. I prefer this for sure. I was never a fan of Ray of Frost either, but this Ray of Frost merged with Comet Storm is actually pretty damn cool. I like it. So they did a good job. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons, but they feel good because they all do something like Frostbolt transforms into Glacial Spike. That's cool. Why not? Let's do that. Look at this. Glacial Spike, and this is transformed into Comet Storm. And now I have Frostbolt and Ray of Frost back. Honestly, this is my favorite iteration of Frost Mage I've played. And I will say Frost Mage is, in Midnight, the best spec, once again. The Blizzard didn't like Fire Mage and Arcane Mage being more popular and better in the War Within, so we're going back to Frost Mage, guys. And Fire is going back to garbage. So, all in all, I really like Frost Mage. Arcane Mage is solid. Average, I'd say. Could be better, you know, a little bit, but it's not bad. You know, not great, not terrible. However, Fire is hot garbage. And I hate it. I hate it. But I love Frost Mage. It's super cool. I love it. Okay, let's get going to the next class. Shadow Priest. So, there's some new icons here. I don't know what they're doing with Shadow Priest, honestly. We have a lot of question marks. Coming soon, coming soon. It is unfinished. Now, the biggest changes are Void Shift is gone. I hate that change. Psychic Horror is gone. I don't like that change either. Dark Ascension is gone. I don't mind that, but okay. Now this, Misery. So pretty much Shadow Word Pain is gone too. It's applied by Vampiric Touch. So a lot of abilities are gone. Oh yeah, not only that, Divine Star, but you know, that was just, who cares? Void Bolt is gone. And look at this. So where's the Void Torrent, right? Because it's not here. So if you're playing Archon, you can get only Halo. If you're playing Void Weaver, you can only get Void Torrent. I think actually this is not a bad idea. This is a solid idea. I approve of this, but everything else I don't like. But this is the only idea I like. Also, Tentacle Slam. What the hell? So that's pretty much Shadow Crash now. It's cool. It's cool. But I don't know why they changed Devouring Plague. Look at this, guys. Shadow Word Madness. This is Devouring Plague now. And other than that, Void Volley. You remember? That was on Void Torrent. Then you could trigger it. Void Volley is now on Void Form. So when we enter Void Form, which is pretty much Dark Ascension now, we can click it again for Void Volley. Yeah? See? It's pretty cool. So there's some things I like. There's some things I do not like. So it's hard to really say. I just like Shadow Priest in general. I don't like that they removed Voice Shift and Stun for PvP. That's my biggest worries. Rotation-wise, I would say I like the changes, honestly. Rotation-wise, I like the changes. Here in the left tree, we have some minions. Shadow Fiend, Mindbender, blah blah blah. Some Shadow apparitions. Idol of Yishraj. Right tree is more of a period damage and periodic damage. Mind Flayer damage. Boring stuff, guys. Boring stuff. It's all passive. It's all nothing special, right? So since Shadow Word Pain is gone, we are missing Catharsis, right? What are we gonna take now? Cascading Horrors could be a good option. Who knows how mind games will operate with the new numbers? Maybe it will be OP, maybe it will suck again. Who knows? But Cascading Horrors could work. Left tree, it got scrambled, as you can see. A lot of things moved around. Look at this. There's like 10 Fade talents. Fade, 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 Fade. This is all Fade talents. Look at this. 6 nodes to have a Fade. And a PvP talent. So 7 talents for Fade. That's kind of funny. That's kind of not good. Not well done. But overall, I just like Shadow Priest. What can I say? I don't like 40% of the changes I don't like. The rest I like. So I would say it's a positive, slightly positive changes. More on the offensive side of abilities is positive, and more on the utility side is negative for me. And now let's get going to the last class. Devastation. Super fun spec to play. Pretty simple, but just fun. Just fun. You know, what can you say? We have decent amount of changes, nothing crazy. We have some, you know, things that turn passive, like Engulf, Consume Flame, Firestorm, Feed the Flames. But in the end, who cares about these things? What's important is this. I'm just gonna show you one thing. So if you play Flame Shaper, you will have 2 Fire Breath charges. Pretty cool. But let's not talk about Flame Shaper now. Because Scale Commander is a cool one because you can fly around, right? With the Deep Breath. But now, this is the most important part, guys. Strafing Run. You can cast a second Deep Breath after the first one. Look at this, guys. And you summon the Drakes. Look at this. This is just amazing. This is just amazing. Look at this. You have 3 Drakes with you. This is just too good. Other than that, a few talents merged together. Eternity Surge now has Shattering Star. So Shattering Star is gone. I really didn't like that. Now, Shattering Star is merged with Eternity Surge. I think this is a pretty good change. What else merged? Where is it? Where is it? Here. Renewing Blaze and Obsidian Scales. Great change as well. It was feeling kind of super awkward to, you know, have two. I mean, Renewing Blaze in general was kind of awkward for me. I really didn't like the defensive. But now when it's merged, it's so good. It's so good. And combined with Obsidian Metal, it's gonna be insane defensive. So super cool. We have some, you know, some things changed around a little bit, nothing major, but here in the lower tree, this is nice. Movement speed, and you can cast while moving for 3 seconds after rescue. Pretty solid talent. Where is it? Glide speed and height increased by 20%. This is pretty good, guys. It doesn't seem that great, but it's pretty good. Trust me. This is good. And that's one more thing. Unfortunately, it will be too broken. Deep Breath only resets one charge of Hover now. It is what it is, but I would rather have 2 Deep Breaths than resetting 2 Hovers. Look at this, guys. One more time. It's just too good. What a fun spec. This is just amazing. I really like the changes. I mean, there's not really anything else other than that. Dragon Rage, boring, who cares? This is the main change. This is enough. Now let's move to the last spec out of all, Augmentation. So, Augmentation Invoker. I will be brief with this one, since this is my least played spec in the game. And I'm least familiar with it. I did play it, but not a lot. So, Ebonmite is becoming raid wide, which is good. I think that's a good change. Everything else seems very similar. Maybe they're removing some minor stuff, but other than that, there is one thing that seems super cool though. And this is the Apex talents. Duplicate. So, when you Breath of Eons, you will summon your duplicate, like your clone, which will mimic your abilities. This is super cool. You know, that's the only thing I can actually comment on. This is cool. Other than that, I don't see any changes. Well, that concludes it. My first impressions. It took a while. It took like 15-16 hours, I'm not sure. I'm pretty exhausted. But to people who made it this far, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, drop the like, drop the sub. I'll be posting more midnight content, probably for the next 10 days or so. And then I'm going back to retail and doing PvP. And then in midnight, I'll do, you know, guides and stuff like that. So, if you want to see that, you know what to do. And see you in the next one.